so many people have read Fight Club, seen the film, they've enjoyed it, they know it by heart. It's something that's familiar to most people. And I thought that it was an interesting way to bring out masculinity through theater and the journey of masculinity in a live format.
Great and powerful God and Father. Because I am Tyler Durden, and everyone and everything can kiss my ass.
I think, you know, there's a lot of potential here. The big challenge though was giving the audience something fresh, giving them something new, but while delivering the same story that really made an impact on all of those people, those generations of young men and women.
Some part of me wanted Marlo. Not that any of this matters, not now. But the details are all coming back to me as I walk through the night to the closest fight club. In the basement of the Army Bar, there's a fight club on Saturday nights.
So back in New Zealand, I founded a company called Impact Pro Wrestling. IPW was New Zealand's premier wrestling federation. Back in the late 1980s, wrestling fell away from the live scene in New Zealand, and we got this kind of influx of a TV product, which is glossy and awesome. Everyone liked the Hulk, right? The Ultimate Warrior. But wrestling was always a live event. It was always a live spectacle. As audience participation was absolutely key. And before I knew it, I was performing in a theatre company, ostensibly, travelling each month and putting on shows for small but fierce and loyal live audiences. And during that process, we learned a lot of our stagecrafts, stage fighting there, how to throw punches that would connect every time without knocking guys out, without breaking jaws and such. And so a lot of that experience I brought to Fight Club here.
Well, it's scary as shit because, you know, it could fail horribly. But we're all about taking risks, and I have a great team. We have 12 people on the creative team. We've got 20 people in the cast. We have the support of a great venue. And, you know, I think it's about taking risks in 2015. If we're going to be here for a while, we have to start stepping out of our comfort zone, which is traditional theater. And this is something that is interactive, it's immersive, the audience is involved, they participate, sometimes unwillingly, but hopefully wholeheartedly, and they'll get it, and they'll love it, and they'll want more of it.
It was always interesting from the get-go how we were going to how we were going to put on this product without my troupe of wrestlers. Like, could we find the guys that were both savvy actors and guys that were prepared to get a bit physical, get a bit dirty, and punch each other in the face?
Well, the first step was actual fighting. So we learned a lot about, you know, a lot of us got hit. A lot of us learned how to throw, 1-2 combinations and did actual boxing. So whatever we learned in that stage of the process, we had to kind of unlearn for the dramatic part. We learned a lot more about afterwards choreographed fighting, stage fighting, which often is, overdone, kind of very exaggerated movements. And that's kind of contradictory to boxing training. You want to hit the guy fast and not be seen. But when we're doing it for a stage, we kind of have to show to the audience from any angle. It has to look good. You have to really sell like being hit. You have to learn which parts of the body you can hit and without actually hurting your co-actors. So that was a completely different process than learning actually how to fight. And it's been I've done some amateur boxing, and learning about stage fighting has been really educational for me.
I followed you. I'm sorry. You don't have to do this.
Well, it's definitely like extreme masculinity, which is refreshing and it's good. The lighting designer was like, "Oh, you're Marla, you're the one vagina in the show." But that's been good, I think, because it's really about the body and the grunginess and like the brute force, which is a good side to bring out of myself as well.
Okay, so there are going to be some twists. I went mainly to the book for the second half of the show. We wanted to keep it iconic, but I didn't want to deliver Fight Club, the movie, the play. So it was really, really important to offer some twists. Everyone knows the big reveal. It's famous for this incredible reveal. We've got a character that's essentially played by 2 different actors, but he's the same man. Well, now I'm using multiple actors to play a single character, and the reveal here is, it's going to be a little bit different.
I mean, sure, there's some things that maybe are a little like misogynistic, just in the fact that it's such a male-heavy play. A lot of the lines kind of feed into that. But the ideas, like Tyler's ideas, Tyler's philosophy about, you know, against capitalism, against, you know, why we need to all hit bottom and then start again, I think that's universal. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. I've definitely had thoughts like that before.
Why shouldn't they come see Fight Club? Okay, I mean, this is theatre at its best. I mean, this is a chance for the audience to get sweaty, get bloody, right? Let's get amongst it. Let's see something live. Let's see something dirty and gritty. Let's see something a little bit different. It's not just a sit-down experience. This is Fight Club.